Welcome, traveler. There are places where silence lingers, and yet voices call. Whispers Between Worlds is a journey into haunted legends, forgotten rituals, and eerie echoes that carry hidden truths. You've stepped into the shadows where mystery and wisdom intertwine. Each episode reveals a story that chills the spirit, but also teaches a lesson hidden in the shadows. Whispers Between Worlds. You feel it, don't you? That shiver in the silence, that breath in the dark, is not your own. A whisper brushing past the veil, calling your spirit by name. It is here, between the worlds, that shadows carry hidden truths and light waits, patient to be found. Step closer. Listen, the winds rise to meet you. North, south, east, and west, guiding you into mysteries long kept in silence. This is no accident. You were meant to hear these whispers, meant to walk this path of wonder and awakening. Welcome to Enlightenment in the darkness. Here, you will discover stories that stir the soul, rituals that shield and empower, and a fire that burns against the night. The worlds are speaking, and now it is your turn to answer. Throughout time, shadows have carried messages, tales of restless spirits, cursed relics, and voices from beyond. To the fearful, they are omens. To the skeptic, they are fables. But to the seeker, they are teachings hidden in the veil. Every chilling whisper hides a truth. Every haunting carries wisdom. And when the veil thins, the darkness itself becomes a teacher. Tonight, as the flame flickers and the shadows lengthen, we will listen, not to tremble, but to understand. For in the whispers between worlds, knowledge waits. Camera fades out to black, leaving only candle flame. Subtle whispers drift as if just out of reach. The mirror that never lied. A haunted mirror that shows souls instead of faces, reflecting lessons about self-deception and truth. Hidden deep within an ancient forest, far from the worn paths of hunters and wanderers, stands a ruined stone chapel. Few know its true location, for it lies where the trees grow thickest, and the air carries the weight of forgotten prayers. Moss and ivy climb the weathered walls, and shattered stained glass lies buried beneath centuries of leaves. In a forgotten chapel at the edge of the woods, there stood a mirror unlike any other. To the eye, its surface was simple, silvered glass framed in plain wood. But those who dared to look upon it quickly learned it did not reveal their face. It revealed their soul. Those who lived with kindness saw themselves bathed in a gentle radiance, their eyes gleaming with compassion, their form softened by light. Yet those who hid cruelty, envy, or betrayal could not escape its gaze. Their reflection appeared twisted and shadowed, stained by the secrets they thought buried. The villagers both feared and revered the mirror. Many avoided it, too afraid of what it might show. Yet others came in search of truth, hoping to strip away illusions, for in its reflection, lies had no power. Masks crumbled, and only the essence of the heart remained. One night, a woman came weeping. She had spent years convincing the world she was happy, smiling when her heart was breaking, pretending strength while she was quietly fading. When she stood before the mirror, her reflection shed the smile and wept with her, and in that moment she understood. The greatest lie she had told was to herself. She left the chapel lighter, not because the truth was easy, but because it freed her from the prison of denial. The mirror had not cursed her, it had shown her the way to healing. And so it was known. The mirror was not meant to punish, but to teach. Its lesson was clear and eternal, that the deepest deception is self-deception, and the path to freedom begins when we dare to see ourselves as we truly are. The mirror that never lied reminds us that spiritual growth is not found in pretending to be pure, but in the courage to face both light and shadow within ourselves, and to love the truth enough to be transformed by it. The candle that wouldn't die. They say there once was a monastery, long abandoned to storms and silence. Its stone walls had crumbled, its windows shattered, its halls left empty, yet in the heart of that ruin, upon a weathered altar, a single candle burned. Through the centuries, it endured, untouched by time, unbroken by wind, unshaken by rain. Pilgrims who found it swore that the flame carried the soul of a monk who had vowed never to leave until enlightenment was found. Some feared it, whispering that such a flame could only be cursed. Others knelt before it, their faces bathed in its soft glow, believing they were gazing upon proof of eternity. But all agreed the candle refused to die. One seeker, weary of life's shadows, came and sat beside it.
"Why do you not go out?"
he asked aloud. The flame bent as if answering. In its glow, he saw his own weariness mirrored. And yet, beneath it, a spark that would not yield. And he understood. The candle was not bound by curse nor miracle. It was a teaching. The flame revealed that within every soul lies a light that storms cannot extinguish. That silence cannot smother. That even death itself cannot steal. It burns so long as we choose to protect it with truth, devotion, and love. The candle that wouldn't die was no mere relic of a lost monk. It was a reminder that the smallest flame, carried with faith, can outlast centuries of darkness. The candle that wouldn't die reminds us that the divine spark within us is eternal. No matter how heavy the storms of life, it is our sacred task to keep that flame alive. Because even a single light can hold back the endless night. You have journeyed through the darkness with me and found the light hidden within. If the whispers spoke to you, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Enlightenment in the Darkness. Until next time, keep your spirit open, and remember, not all shadows are empty.